think one of the one of the fun things about doing this show is getting to see different YouTube personalities and different people lose their minds and finding different fandoms. Now, according to this fandom, the Joe Rogan's Fierce fandom, we don't crush enough puss. There's no puss crushing for us. And that, of course, is your only value as a human being, by the way, is how much puss you crush.
Yeah, dude, you got to crush puss.
So we've talked on the show before about Brendan Schaub, his little snafu. Would you call it a snafu?
His faux pas.
His faux pas?
Where he was talking about had a guy that contacted his show. Both guy was going bald. He said, Brendan, you know, I like you, respect you, look up to you, man. I need some advice. I'm going bald. And I'm afraid I'm just not going to do it with the ladies anymore. Brendan Schaub proceeded to tell him and reassure him that don't worry, there's plenty of bald guys out there slinging dick. And he went on to name Dana White, Joe Rogan, and then he looked like he accidentally killed somebody's baby.
That's correct.
Like he just went, ah. Like he looked like he made the face you'd make if Roy said, I just had a baby. Would you like to hold it, Mersh? And I literally dropped it to Minnie Ellen. It's the same face.
They subsequently started copyright blocking worldwide anybody that would have that clip or was even talking about it.
And they took down the episode.
They took down the episode and the audio episode and edited out that part and put it back up.
But that was the end of it.
Brendan then decided.
Wait, there's more?
Brendan then decided on one of his 5 podcasts, the Below the Belt, the reason he had a Showtime special podcast. He went on to say that, you know, because I think what happened is they realized, look, the cat's out of the bag. Too many people are talking about it. And Brendan, in his infinite wisdom. Thank you, Mike. In his infinite wisdom, decided Joe Rogan probably wants this to go away. I know what I'll do.
I'll talk about it some more.
So he decided to go on his Below the Belt thing, and he explained, and of course I'm paraphrasing here, that slinging dick, or slanging dick, whichever way you want to say it, him and his buddies mean like doing well in life, doing good in life.
Crushing it.
Crushing it. Yeah. Even though, again, of course, the question was, I'm trying to have sex, but I'm a bald guy.
You know, it was specifically a question about I'm going bald and women will desire me less. That was the basis for the entire thing.
Right.
And then imagine getting annoyed at the audience. You're the fucked up one for your mind going there.
So, on the Kill Tony podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it, well, Mike, you explain this one. They had a comic up there, if you want to set this one up for us.
So Kill Tony, you know, they bring a lot of these comics on that they're open micers, and then they make fun of them and stuff like that, whatever. And there's always a panel with an established act in there. So the open micers, generally speaking, they are open micers, but they're open micers that have been doing open mics. They're around. They're doing the Ice House. They're doing the Comedy Store. They're doing that LAC, that whole Yale thing.
Yeah.
So they kind of have an idea of what's going on with these people. So the other night, Kill Tony had Doug Benson on as their guest.
Dude.
So awesome. Doug Benson probably said 4 words this whole episode.
Was it weed? And they were all weed.
He was like, yeah. At one point, that's all I heard from him was, yeah, at one point. He seemed like, he just seemed like he was all fucked up. So anyway.
So who are the people on this panel? One's Doug Benson.
One is Doug Benson. And
one is obviously Tony Hinchcliffe, right?
Tony Hinchcliffe. Brian Redband, of course.
Brian Redband, uh-huh.
Yeah, and then that...
Old Jamie is what you call him.
And that young blonde lady there.
Now, who's the young blonde lady?
Her name is Allie... what's her name? Allie Macofsky.
I just saw that it autofilled because you've already done the research. Allie Macofsky.
That's why I panicked. Yeah, I was looking up last night I wanted to be ready for the show.
Allie what?
Allie Macofsky. I knew if I typed in Allie, it was going to autofill for me.
So Allie Macofsky is one of the women sitting there at the table, and I guess she's opened for Rogan before. Am I correct by saying that?
She's touring with Rogan currently. She's his opener.
Oh,
she's Rogan's opener right now.
I got it. Okay.
And, well, things got a little weird here.
Okay, so let's play the first clip. And the person talking that you're hearing is the open micer that's talking to the panel, correct?
The open micer is the Puerto Rican chick here.
All right. I backed up just a little bit so we get a vibe.
Oh, my God. I like when women fight. Can I place a bet now?
Lorena, is that your first time doing stand-up comedy?
Fifth.
Imagine talking like Tony Hinchcliffe, but like on purpose. Lorena.
He's hard to listen to.
It's tough, right? Yeah.
Were the other times in Puerto
yeah.
Rico? Or wait, no, you said you've lived here for what, 10 years?
Like 10 years, and I
Oh,
started
cool.
recently, yeah.
Oh, awesome. And you came straight from Puerto Rico to LA?
Yes.
That's an interesting trip. What made you come straight here instead of Florida like the rest of them?
I wanted the American dream. I wanted to become Sofia Vergara and all that bullshit. So
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm still not even close to that shit. But
Yeah, you know the old story about how Sofia Vergara started in stand-up comedy.
now you talk, bitch, with me. Come
Damn,
on.
these two are
now you're talking to
definitely
me.
Puerto
She
Rican.
did not talk the entire show, and now she's talking. Oh
Oh!
my God. Let's talk about racism. Racist.
Wait
Like,
for
I
it.
did not hear her once, and now she sees a Puerto Rican, and it's like, oh my God, mommy.
It's
You're
probably 'cause
hotter
you were
than
fixing
me.
your hair in the bathroom when I was talking.
No, I never saw it.
wasn't
Okay,
good.
fine, yeah. Whatever makes you happy. Joe Rogan is fucking hot. I want to fuck him too. So whatever.
So that was the first. That was the first one. Yeah, somebody sent this to me last
Joe
night.
Rogan's
I was
hot,
like,
and I want to fuck him too.
two. So that was the first one. And that was the first time. And I was like, somebody sent this to me last night right at the end of Nightwave. And I was like this. I was like, guys, well, take care. We're going to see you tomorrow on the... And I just froze. And I'm like, oh, no. This is spicy. So this was the only clip I saw last night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the Reddit thread. I followed up after the show. I'm like, I got to get this ready for Revenge of the Sis. So I was reading the thread, and I see people talking about... on Reddit, like, is this true? Like, what's this shit calling out? Is this Ali Macofsky, the one that he's been fucking, whatever? So I thought it ended there. Well, turns out that it continued.
All right, let's see.
Me
Rican as
time.
fuck.
Yeah, me time. Trying to find my butthole. And I saw a mole, and yeah, and I got it checked, and it was cancer.
Heck yeah.
Woo! Yeah, girl.
Oh, Ali's got a mic. What do you got? Anything
my
fun?
God.
No, nothing. Just
I feel like I've never seen
By the
you
way, I want to pause. You can already see she's pissed.
Oh yeah. Here's what you want to know my theory? This is my theory, of course. Again, guys, this is my theory. I have no idea what really happened. I have a feeling that this what's her name? Ali Macofsky?
Macofsky.
Sorry. Ali Macofsky probably knows this girl from before this because they probably do open mics together, or fucking came up through doing comedy together at the same place, right? That would make sense.
Know, like, I don't even think they were.
They know each other professionally,
but they've been at they've been at little things, and I think they don't like each other. It could be, yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know if they don't like each other, or I don't know if it was one of those things.
One
where,
of them's Puerto Rican, Royce.
Okay, so they probably don't like each other. but
Women, Puerto Rican women.
But I think that if they don't like each other, it's one of those they don't like each other, but are courteous to each other when they talk.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, and this is my guess, and maybe I'm wrong. And look, I could 100% concede that maybe Rogan is not fucking this Ali Macofsky. Yet.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe he's not. He might
Maybe
not
he's
be.
not.
He might not be. But this feels to me like one of those things when you go, hey, man, between me and you, to try to one-up her, fuck Joe Rogan. The other night, I fucked Joe Rogan. And that's like, well, and that's why I'm open for him. Like something like that. And now she's like, oh, yeah, well, you fucked Joe Rogan. So
I don't even, I don't think she said anything to her about it. I think it's
a rumor.
This is a thing that's kind of just known in that scene, I think. I think this is, whether it's true or not, is something that's been getting passed around.
Right.
And it's established now that, at least among, it's the consensus is that they're fucking. So it gets around, and the open micers are the worst because they're the ones that are most bitter. So they're like, "Hey, fucking, I would be opening for Rogan. I'm fucking better." But he wants to fuck this shit. You know what I mean? That's where all that shit starts to fester. So it's out there, probably in that scene, and this bitch has heard that before and nailed her.
All right, so let's
have more joy when she mentions the fact that she had cancer. You just keep smiling ear to ear every time she brings it up. Like you're the one that like put it on her leg or something like that.
And who are the two guys behind her dressed like the Beastie Boys? The surviving Beastie Boys.
That's the band.
Oh.
They are all comedians themselves.
Got it.
The guy with the saxophone is actually Jeremiah Watkins. I've mentioned him before. He is legitimately probably the only funny one in that whole scene.
Okay.
Jeremiah Watkins is next level funny. And it's a shame because he's kind of like just Tony Hinchcliffe's bitch boy.
Like Mermaid Boy for Sarah Weinshank?
But he's way funnier than any of the people on this stage.
Smiling ear to ear every time she brings it up. Like you're the one that like put it on her leg or something like that.
No, it's really sad. It's sad that you survived.
She's just having fun.
No, totally. I'll give it to her. I mean, she's with Joe Rogan. I can't compete with that. So.
Twice now. That's twice now. That's twice now.
You feel the awkward energy?
I feel it. I had to stretch. Royce, I had to stretch.
Do you feel the awkward?
I have to stretch.
The awkward.
Did you see me stretching?
The awkward
Royce,
energy.
did you see the stretch? I would be fucking... Bro, and by the way, if that were me, and this were my potential indiscretions being brought up, I would be furious right now.
Especially if you're touring with this person currently, so then people start going, oh, that makes sense. You know, they're fucking on the road. You know what I mean? On the road, they're fucking.
Like, if I were married, I wouldn't have a female opener, period. It's just nothing. I probably would never have a female opener anyway because I want to have a good opener.
Right.
But
yeah, but you don't want to be too good.
I wouldn't have a female opener, and if I did, it would be like a Rebel Wilson looking bitch. You know what I mean? Like a Melissa McCarthy looking.
Right.
Monique.
An actual funny woman, yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like if I were married and I had a stepdaughter and all that, I wouldn't be touring with that because you'd be like, yeah, he's fucking her. Like even, and again, I'm not saying because, oh yeah, why don't you just not cheat on your wife? How about you just, and sure, you're right, but I wouldn't want to open up the door to any sort of bitter open micers being like, they're fucking, you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, no, I just can't tour with you because I'm a married guy and you can understand how this would look, right? You know, we're booking hotels together. It's just, never in the history of a man and a woman both being successful and attractive and working around each other, in the history of that, has there not been rumors and innuendo. So to spare my wife and kids that, I just will get, look, why don't you just tour with Tony Hinchcliffe or Brian Redband?
Right.
Why don't you grab Jeremiah Watkins? That guy's hilarious.
So,
Well,
yeah,
no, that's
good
true.
For you.
You
Yeah.
definitely can't compete with
Yeah.
that. You are correct. I don't know about that. Oh, you were going to twist that into a joke.
She's not happy. Look. She's not happy.
She's pissed.
Look at that face.
She wasn't happy the first time because she was making jokes about being happy that she, was sad she didn't die of cancer. She
Right.
was pissed after the first one. The second one, it's like, oh, okay, dude, now you. Yeah, that's the first one. She was already losing her composure, and
Right.
then the second one, it was like, now you're pushing it.
I don't know, man. I mean, again, let's see if this is is Rogan in on the Kill Tony thing too? Is this another Ben Pixels thing?